What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Supreme Tech. Today I got a real cool tutorial for you. I'm going to show you how to color correct using adjustment layers, and it takes way less time than going through all your color correction tabs and sliders and everything. This is just a simple way to quickly find out if you're correct on your color. And if you're interested in learning a lot more about Photoshop, Premiere Pro, After Effects, and all types of different programs like DaVinci Resolve and Shotcut 2, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on them post notifications, and smash that like button so you're notified every time I come out with brand new videos. Alright guys, so let's get right into the tutorial. To do this, all it's going to take is making a solid color adjustment layer and a curves adjustment layer. So let's just delete these real quick and I can start and show you from just using this picture here. Okay, so we got our picture to start with, guys. Now the first thing, you're going to want to click on adjustment layer down here, come to solid color, and at the very bottom you're going to want to put 50% gray. So the hex code for 50% gray is 808080. And if you type that in down here, it's going to give you exactly 50% gray. Or you can do it by the RGB values, 128, 128, 128. You're just going to go ahead and click OK. And you can also add that to swatches. Click right here to add to swatches. And we can type in 50% gray. And there you go. Now it's always saved to your swatches so you can easily get to it. Okay. Next thing that we're going to do is we're going to want to turn the blend mode on our adjustment layer to difference. And to do that, you want to make sure you're selected on your adjustment layer, the gray thumbnail right here. Click on right here where it says normal, or you can do it up here on the top options. I usually just click this one here and bring it down to difference. Okay, when you do this, difference is going to show you exactly what it says, the difference between two colors. So if you have gray minus gray, you have 50% gray, and you subtract 50% gray, it's going to leave you with 100% black. So when you click this difference button here, everything that is completely black on this picture now, that is going to be the closest to 50% gray. Okay, now that you got your blend mode set to difference, what we're going to want to do is click on add another adjustment layer. We're going to want to come to curves. Okay, and now that we're at curves, we can go ahead and click on our middle sample picker for the 50% gray. If you don't know which one's which, just hover over it. It's going to say sample an image to set gray point. And you're just going to look for the darkest spot on the image. If there's anything that's black, completely black. This one looks completely black. So let's click that and zoom back out. And let's hide this gray layer and see what it's looking like. Okay, if we toggle back and forth, this is the before and after. And you might like the original version better, you might not. This was actually a really kind of a hard one to find a solid black, but a lot of other images are going to, have a way better sample to pick from, right? But I think we got it pretty good. Like I said, you can just toggle the eye on and off to see the before and after. As you can see here, it looks like it added a ton of blue in here. So to fix that, we can just come back and same thing, just pick our color picker and try to find a different all black spot. Maybe this will do. Let's zoom out and let's hide our gray layer again. And let's hide this to toggle back and forth. Now that's a lot more natural, right? You don't see all that blue shade on the rocks right here on the building. This is a lot more accurate reading. So like I said, just play around with it, find your sweet spot, and don't be afraid to keep taking samples until you're happy with what you get. But that's about the quickest way to color grade inside of Photoshop. And if you're still confused as to what's happening, all you're doing is looking for the 50% gray on the actual image, because if it's black with this layer on, the difference layer, then that means the difference of 50% gray and black is going to be 50% gray, right? So you're just matching 50% gray with 50% gray. So you're telling Photoshop that, okay, I'm picking this pixel here, and I'm picking this with the 50% gray eye drop. So when I click this, I'm telling the computer that this is 50% gray. And then Photoshop's going to do its math and correct all the other colors according to that, right? And just remember, you don't need this solid color adjustment layer with the difference blend mode. You don't need that once you're done. You can toss that out. This layer is strictly just to find a 50% gray sample on your image. And it just helps you because it shows black, right? So now that we're done, we can just delete this layer. And if you want, you can hold Alt and click on the line in between these two layers, and that is just going to clip it to that. Or you can make them into a group or whatever you want to do. Merge layers. It doesn't matter. Do whatever is good for your workflow. And I think that about does it for this quick Adobe Photoshop tutorial on how to color grade using curves and adjustment layers with one click. If you enjoyed the video and you like how this sample turned out, if you can see, this is the before, this is the after, before, after. It's very subtle, but you can see some blue up in here. You can see a little bit blue tint on the buildings and up here in the rocks. And when we click and show our curves adjustment, it brings all that more natural. That's what we're searching for when we're color grading stuff. We want it to be correct. That's where you get the term color correction. So wrapping this video up, shoot a comment down below if you think that I missed something or you got some tips for the other viewers. Make sure to put it down in the comments. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.